Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from BLS, and you are watching Open. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking it all out. I have a friend on the line. She's our next guest, the multiple Grammy-nominated artist who has, she has a recording out, but she's doing another one, and we're going to tell you all about it. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Nnenna Freelon, Grammy-nominated jazz vocalist and composer, and that whole nine that she's wrapped up in. She is in the music business. Nnenna, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. It's so good to see you. So even though I want to reach through the camera and grab you, give you a hug.
Virtually, virtual hugs. Tell us about Nnenna.
Oh my goodness. Life, that saying, life comes at you fast.
You've been doing life. I understand.
I've been doing life. She's been presenting her underbelly. I'm like, put on some clothes, girlfriend. Put on some clothes. This thing is raw.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what? I say that I've been singing in the rain.
Yeah.
I mean that metaphorically, singing through grief. Singing in the rain, but singing in the rain teaches you about what the sunshine's all about.
Yeah.
So even through it all, I'm grateful, Dr. Bob.
So you can't have one without the other because it's all a part of life.
That's right. We seem to be getting an extra heavy dose of grief at the moment, like on layers. People have lost jobs, people have lost their lives, situations have changed.
Absolutely.
And we just got to reach back and roll with it. I mean, it's hard, but that's where we are.
Now, you had a couple of mishaps in your family, right? People passed away. Talk about it.
My husband, Phil Freelon, we were married close to 40 years, and he was diagnosed with ALS. Phil was the architect of record for the Smithsonian Museum. He worked on that project for 9 years and brought that baby home. And shortly thereafter had this really tough diagnosis that we were very sad about it. But he showed me a kind of strength that is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He transitioned in 2019, and then my sister also passed about 6 months after that. So it's been like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, so sorry to hear that. My condolences, and
Thank you.
You to go with you.
Thank you. I mean, it's more than a notion. I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror, I'm like, girl, you're a widow. Okay, you're a widow, a Black widow. What in the world? Didn't sign up for it, didn't ask for it, but this is where I am at this moment. And let me tell you something, Dr. Bob. My music is the container that I have been blessed to put my grief in. I worry about folks who don't have a place to put it because music has been that for me.
So you put something out, but you didn't put anything out in about 10 years, right?
I was living. I was trying to live. I had plans to go into the studio before my husband was diagnosed. And once he was diagnosed, it was like, you know what? It's not about going into the studio. It's about living.
That's right.
And so that's where and in the meantime, I mean, I was touring, I was doing stuff, but when life calls you to be off the bandstand and on boots on the ground, that's where you need to be.
Yeah, to take care of what was happening in hand right there.
That's right. That's right.
So, but then when you were able to do music, you filtered that all the way through into your music, and what was the outcome of that?
Well, this is the mystery and the divine energy of it. I wasn't sure I could sing, honestly. Singing is a very emotional enterprise. It's very personal.
Yeah.
And I was broken. In a lot of ways, I was broken. I also realized that I couldn't, on the one hand, hide my brokenness and sing. That was like so extra. I had to be honest, and I had to be willing to be vulnerable enough and trust my audience and trust myself enough that whatever came up and came out, if it was true, if it was authentic, it was going to be all right.
Yeah, because you can't go in with your mind distracted. You're thinking about a multitude of things.
Yeah.
You funnel everything down and channel down to just that thing that you need to do on stage or on record.
Yeah. And
How it
to
works.
pretend, you know, to try to pretend you're not hurting, or to try to pretend that it's all right, like we put on this mask, like I'm cool.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't cool. So I had to actually go inside my grief and find that, you know, it wasn't all dark. There were, what did Stevie Wonder say? Joy inside my pain. That's what I found. That there were good times to celebrate, even in light of the loss. That there were sweet, precious moments that made me want to smile. So I looked at the music that we grew up listening to, like the Stylistics, You Make Me Feel Brand New.
Uh-oh, watch out.
So now that tune, when I first encountered it, was one thing.
Yeah.
Listening to it in the light of loss was something else. My love, I'll never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel. My love, mere words could not explain. I mean, come on now.
Ooh.
This is now a love song with the veneer of grief. Oh my gosh.
Precious love. Woo.
Oh, precious love.
Yeah.
Precious love.
So what have you put into your new music now? What's incorporated into your new music?
I'll tell you what, Dr. Bob, it's less fear. My head's already been in the lion's mouth. What else you got? What else you got?
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Have more fear. Bring it on.
I don't have to act like I'm anything other than I am. Unapologetically me.
Yeah.
In this moment, gray hair, whatever. This is what you got. This is what you got. Yeah, I know.
Look at
but I'm enjoying my life without having that weight on my shoulder of having to put on a show.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to put on a show. And so I'm grateful for that.
Well, you can tell that, you know, in speaking to you, that you've been through a whole lot and that you want to just get it out and put it in to your music. So when you listen to your new music, you're going to have a lot of that stuff in there, incorporated into, you know, take it out of your head and put it in the record. Take it out of your head on a piece of paper, you know, write it down, put it onto something, but get it out of that head. Talk to somebody, write it down, sing about it.
Right.
You have done that, and it's sort of like a therapy to you, right?
Absolutely. The record is called Time Traveler.
Yeah.
And it's because music has that capacity to take you there. Val Simpson's tune, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, was not designed as a song of grief. But hello, when you look at those lyrics with what you're dealing with right now, it takes on a whole nother meaning. Jim Croce's tune, Time in a Bottle, that was always just a tune. But in the light of grief, it takes on another. That's the power of music.
Yeah.
Music can accompany you and be the soundtrack to your life, no matter what you're going through. And it's really been a space of great healing for me.
So you gave us a touch of the Stylistics. Give us a touch of what's on that new track that you did.
On Time Traveler?
Yeah, I got the microphone right here.
Oh, listen, does it really work through the screen like that? So the tune that I just sang, a little snippet of it, the Stylistics, that's on my latest record.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah, it's on the latest record, along with, I mean, I did
I love your voice.
I did a Marvin Gaye medley.
Get out of here.
And the first part of the medley is from If This World Were Mine.
If this world were mine. Go ahead.
I'd make you a king with wealth untold. You could have anything. If this world were mine. Yes.
I'll
I
give you
give you
everything.
the flowers, the birds, the bees. And when Marvin and Tammy were singing that song, we were young. It was a song of hope. It was a song of fresh new love.
Yeah.
In the light of a 40-year relationship where your beloved has transitioned, it is such a song of longing. You know what I mean? It's like, if I could reach through time and touch you, I would. And that's what the music allows us to do.
Yes. Now you also, you've done something with your son, I understand.
I know what it is. So he has entered, this is Pierce Freelon, my youngest son. He's entered the children's music space.
Yes.
And he has a brand new record, which is called Black to the Future. And I am singing a song on that project called No One Exactly Like You, trying to encourage our younglings to see themselves as on purpose. Yeah. Yes, you're brown. Yes, you're wide, you're wide-eyed, wonderfully made, beautiful Black child. You are on purpose. You are not an accident. There is no one exactly like you. And let's celebrate that.
Talk about it, Nnenna. Talk about it. It's a family affair.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And music is the way we can communicate the messages we want to communicate.
Right. Where can we go to find out more about all that you're doing in our community and all that you're doing on record and in music?
Well, I have a website, and that's www.nnenna.com. And Nnenna is spelled N-N, that's 2 N's, E-N-N-A, that's 4 N's actually. And then E-N-N-A at www.nnenna.com. That's it.
Woo, you got a lot of N's in there.
I got to, one day I'll buy a vowel. Who knows?
A lot of N's and E's.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. That's good. I love the work that you're doing. You have a fantastic voice. I know you compose. You're an actress also.
Yes. You can either wait for someone to offer you a part, or you can write a piece and step into that's really where we are. If you want to be on Broadway, or if you want to be on stage in community theater, sometimes you have to write the piece that features you. A lot of times we want to just get that phone call.
Yeah.
But if the phone ain't ringing, you may need to get to writing. So I wrote a piece. Back. That's right. I wrote a piece called The Clothesline Muse, which is a story about our great-great-grandmothers and how they used to have to wash clothes for a living, but how powerful and resilient and wonderful, and how we all of us are standing here now because somebody did that way back in the day. That's
right. And so we have to continue to extend that piece of work, and so people can stand on our shoulders too.
That's right. That's exactly.
Yeah. Well, we can go to your website. What's that website again?
www.nnenna.com, and get those E's and those N's right. 4 N's, 1 E, 1 A.
And we can find out about your podcast and all of that information.
Oh, right, yes. There. The podcast is called greatgrief.com. That's one word, Great Grief. And it's a music forward, story forward podcast. I don't have advice for you, but I have a song for you.
There you go.
And a story for you. And
Nnenna Freelon.
Yes, greatgrief.com.
Nnenna Freelon, Grammy-nominated jazz vocalist, composer, actress, playwright, and the whole 9 yards. She's done it all, and she's continuing to do so. Go there and check out her website. Nnenna, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. Thank you. Thank you.
Big up to the Bullion Foundation.
Love you so much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Bobby C. He's coming up next with the latest in the world of sports.